My name is Elliot Stocking. Hold for applause. Thank you. And I have absolutely nothing interesting to tell you. Hold for booing. Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, after 4 years of high school, I have but a little to microscopic idea of what makes art good, important, meaningful, or even what makes it art. So because I don't know anything, I have called in a panel of experts who do know things, and they're gonna help me kind of try and fix this problem. And you all get to witness it. How lucky are you about that? This is like Dr. Phil or something. That is absolutely crazy. So give it up for panelist number 1.
Oh, okay, so you're actually a panel. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Michael Panelangelo.
That's very clever. Okay. Well, I've asked you here to help me out, so come on, hit me with some words of wisdom.
Technique! Art is about technique. We must replicate the natural world in all its glory by documenting it with paint and stone. Beauty must be remembered, and it is an artist's duty to preserve it.
Okay, I can get that. Let me think. Yeah, okay, I did something kind of like that. These are gummy bears. That was my second ever oil painting. Yeah, I think I tried to, I like what you were saying about replicating the natural world, at least as natural as gummy bears can be.
Wait! How did you produce such a flat representation of the gelatinous beasts?
I just took a picture with the camera.
A camera?
Yeah. Oh. You died like a billion years ago. Okay, hold on. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Oh, well then just count everything I said. You'll never be as accurate as a camera. I'm going to go ponder the mechanics of time travel that could have possibly made my being here, okay?
Great, well.
Don't think about it too hard. I hope I didn't break his brain before he paints the Sistine Chapel. So that was absolutely no help at all. Great. I'm just gonna ask our second guest to come out then, hoping he's a real human being.
Uh-oh. I am Jackson Panellock. Feelings! Paint what you feel. Let emotion guide you. Rage against your canvas. Go on instinct. Planning is the enemy of creativity. If you know what you're doing, you have no clue what you're doing.
Okay, that kind of reminds me of something. Okay, this thing, I called it Rainbow. It doesn't actually have a title, but I just kind of sat down and I painted whatever came to mind in the moment. I didn't really do sketch first, I just had layer after layer, and I decided it was done when I felt like it. Does that sound about right?
No. It is so clear that you were thinking while you were creating. All those seemingly random lines that only exist to frame things you know are good enough already. I can see that this was made with fear and a false sense of spontaneity.
Ouch. Okay, I mean, I can't exactly not think. I have a hard enough time just thinking like a normal amount, and you want me to not do it at all, so I'm sorry. I really just think I can't.
Then you will never be a real artist. Goodbye.
You'll never be Well, that sucked. Jesus. Okay, so to recap so far, I will never be as good as a camera, and I can't be authentic because I think too much. This is going the way I planned. Okay, well, I've got one other guest who I'm like 90% sure is also a piece of wood, and this joke is getting a little bit tired, so coming out guest 3.
Hey man, Pablo
lovers, strangers, family, or even by your own hand. Take that feeling, sit in it, then solve it with art. Nothing that you've been through is so horrid that it will not result in a beautiful artwork. Those dark and shameful parts of you need a place to go, and that place is in your artistic practice.
That's actually kind of beautiful. I don't know, that's a bit comforting. And reminds me of a piece I did last year. I did exactly what you said, and I made my best piece of art ever.
I told you.
If I am known for one thing after my time spent at ESA, it will be for saying that this piece of art is the one thing I will be known for after my time spent at ESA. This piece goes by many names, officially coping, colloquially the legs painting, the bubblegum one, the pink one with the fucked up knees, etc. I painted this to process the way I experienced my own suffering, particularly the self-inflicted kind. I could not ever say enough about this piece. It allowed me to ask my peers for help, open up to people I looked up to, and most importantly, it let me be vulnerable without saying a single word. All I had to do was paint. Okay, so that's it. Kind of bored now. Like, I feel like I solved it, right? Like, I took this part of myself that I was struggling with, and I translated it into a comfortable image. And throughout the process, I let myself make mistakes, and ultimately, I shared it, and it made a difference. And yeah, I don't know. Just something feels a little bit off. Maybe I'm gonna look at something I made earlier this year. This is more recent, so it's more important. Okay. If anybody was unfortunate enough to see me on this day, this was the day I decided it would be really funny if I walked around with mannequin arms in my hoodie all day. And it was really interesting. And then I was like, oh, you know, it'd be even funnier if I did a photo shoot. So that's what I did. And then I just kind of like messed with the pictures afterwards, but anyway. But during the photo shoot, I realized that this project was about asking for help, which is something that's really not easy to do. So throughout the day, wearing these stupid arms, I had to ask people to open my bag for me, I had to ask people to open doors for me, I had to ask people to put my bag on for me, basically most if not everything. And I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what the issue is. I had someone say to me once, you know your life can just be about having fun, right? And that's the challenge. I know when my work is good, and the value of using your experiences and suffering to morph into something living is so beautiful. This is another piece I did that was about the difficulty of being somebody who changes, which is a bit of a common theme tonight. Yeah, I just found myself making this connection between my hurt and my passion. My best work grew out of places of shame and self-hatred, and that didn't feel good. But I was producing my best work, so who cared, really? Spoiler alert, I did. So, last art talk, I had just come back to being a person, after a painful but necessary disruption. 43 days before last art talk, I didn't plan to be standing on that stage, let alone plan to be here a year later. I never thought I would stand in front of the people I love and be able to say that I'm happy. And I don't know that I can now, but it's worth a try. I'm happy. or as close as I'm able to get to that elusive bitch. So no matter how technically, emotionally, or profoundly good I try to be at art, I would not be here without drenching my art in radical joy. I may not be a great thing, but I am not no thing, not nothing. I am something, a good thing. I am a good thing, just the way I am. So I said at the beginning that I know nothing about making art, and that's not entirely true, but it would be absolutely nothing without a lot of lovely, lovely people who have been here for me over the past few years. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you to those people. To my parents, who have been there through thick and thin, thank you. To Ava, who is my little goblin partner in causing commotions around the studio and being lovely. To Jane, who is the most inspiring person I can possibly imagine, who somehow manages to be so successful and so kind all at once. To Indira, who is my constant source of comfort, who I know always understands and who gives the best hugs, my giggles. To Glenn Novak, for being there whenever I needed you, without judgment, without fear, just there. Thank you. And to the person that's leaving, probably the first person I was ever honest with. Yeah. Yeah. So he's going to come here and talk. So without further ado, the ambassador of art, the true terror to the TDSB administration, and a friend to every single misfit who has been lucky enough to know him, Matthew Berry.